You'll never kill the creeper like that. You gotta harpoon him with a stick. I'll wake up every 23rd spring for 23 days and eat today. I'm John Rant with the retro view of Jeepers Creepers 2, which is a sequel to, wait for it, this is absolutely going to blow your mind when I tell you this fact, Jeepers Creepers, which is actually one of my favorite movies of the 2000s. It was really fun, it was schlock, but it was schlock done well. Whatever happened to Gina Phillips? She was in this. I thought she was on the verge of at least some stardom, and I know she's been in stuff, but it's a bit weird. Also, Gina Phillips was 31 in this and looked about 20. Justin Long also was in this and has had quite the eclectic career. And also it had Jonathan Breck as the Creeper, and he returns as the Creeper. Also, Ray Wise, or Wise, is in this. He's an old wise man, literally, by the end of the movie. Sorry, there's going to be spoilers because this movie has been out for nearly 20 years, and it is, of course, written and directed by known pedophile Victor Salva. Fuck you, Victor Salva. You should have never been born, you fucking goddamn creep. Oh, he came from a broken home, that's what. Read up on Clown House. Read up on Clown House. How that guy got a chance to make any goddamn movies, I have no idea. And yes, I say that as somebody that owns this fucking movie. Because I love the movie, I hate the fucking person that wrote and directed it. Even though it's a great schlock fest. Jeepers Creepers 2, however, really isn't. There are elements that aren't that bad, but even though the first one had goofy special effects, it had more practical shit. It actually was well done as far as, low-budget horror. And also, Gina Phillips and Justin Long had tremendous chemistry. It was also 90 minutes long. This one was about 104 minutes long, and I don't know if you're any math major, but 104, 90 minutes. 104 minutes is a little bit too long for a movie like this, especially when, boy, the whole premise of this is a championship basketball team is coming back on East Route State 9, a state highway. They're on a state highway, and they're going to die all night long. The Creeper, still in its 23-day phase, pretty much at the end of it. So this takes place literally just a few days after the events of the first one. And boy, the bullshit that happens in this fucking movie is astonishing. And the Creeper has jerkins. Sure you can. And just pops the tire on, or one of the tires on the bus. And that strands them. And then all these, like 85 to 90% of these basketball players are either racist, homophobes, or racist homophobes. Seriously, the amount of racism and homophobia in this fucking movie would actually make David Duke and the KKK say, okay, lads, that's a bit goddamn much. It's astonishing. Also, there is a kid that is put in danger in the beginning of the movie. I wonder how Victor Salva was able to work around children. Fuck you, Victor Salva. Anyway, if Victor Salva's dead, I hope so. Maybe I can go piss on his grave. If he's not, I'll piss on his grave when he dies. So anyway, yeah, the creature dispatches a whole bunch of people and just keeps killing. Because once the 23rd day arises, it goes back into the earth for 23 more days. It's been around for thousands of years. We find this out because there is a character named Minxie, or Minsky. Minxie? I think it's Minxie. And I couldn't pronounce the girl's name. There is one character called D, or nickname D, who has a name that if you literally offered me $3 million, I would not be able to even get past the first couple syllables because it's a name I can't pronounce. The acting is subpar, but you don't expect great acting in a movie like this. Also, I feel bad for any of the cast members that were actually trying. This was way too stretched out. Had this been 85 minutes, just a few minutes shorter than the first one, okay, that would have been fine. We have Ray Vice's character, Jack Taggart, or Taggart. Haggart. Oh no, he's Mike Haggart. He's from Final Fight. Oh no, great. He's going to do something like that. He's going to spin around and do a powerbomb and then beat up people in Saturday Night Slam Masters. There are some video game references that I assume nobody in the audience will get. And after his son gets killed by one of the scarecrows, it's not the scarecrow, it's the scarecrow and Creeper King. Da 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 da. Look at this fucker fly and kill Billy, and he takes him up to the sky. He's gonna kill again. If anybody gets the Scarecrow and Mrs. King reference, I will be astonished. That theme, by the way, plays on a constant loop in my head because I'm weird. But Yeah, the basketball team basically is just a collection of racist and homophobic stereotypes and a few girls, including Minxie, who has visions. Has visions of shit that just happened. She's somehow having dreams of shit and being warned by Justin Long's character, Derry. Oh, hi, Derry. It's like that, not like Derry from It. You don't have to smell that derriere. Okay, everybody has shut the review off now, so I'm talking to nobody because of that pun. But one guy is accused of being gay. Is he? I-Z-Z-Y, or isn't he? Why so much homophobia? Was this internalized bullshit that was going on with Victor Salva? Because he hates himself, because he fucking should. I don't remember the boy's name. Well, now he's a man, but I don't remember the boy's name from Clown House that he abused. That's fucking terrible that happened. It's fucking terrible that he wasn't electrocuted and executed in that order. But, yeah, it's mostly set on the bus. And I'm going to say right now that some of the special effects are really, really dicey. This was in the mid-2000s. 2003 is the same year that Freddy vs. Jason came out. Or Jason vs. Freddy. I mean, however the fuck you want to say it, but it's Freddy vs. Jason. And remember how goofy those special effects looked? Yeah, this is kind of pretty much the same thing. When they show the creeper flying around, it looks a little bit weird. The nighttime scenes, it looks like it's just a blue screen or a green screen of the night sky. And no Rey Mysterio doing the stunt work for the creeper like he did for Freddy in Freddy vs. Jason. More in the pity. I did not know that until recently. The Rey Mysterio did the stunt work for that. Check out my retro review of Freddy vs. Jason. God, that was a trip. So yeah, everybody just decides to be stupid after the bus gets destroyed. But, well, first they try to make it on the other tire because it's double tired. And the creeper throws another thing in there. So now they're just on the axle. They're heading straight for the axle. They're going to make it they're going to make me their queen. And okay, I don't have any way to do the Halsey reference to Castle. And yeah, Minxie suddenly starts seeing these visions of Justin Long's character, and then Billy warning, hey, there's something in the cornfield. How would she know this? This is never fucking explained. Never explained at all. Like, am I wrong? Was there some piece of dialogue that I just fucking missed rewatching this? So anyway, meanwhile, Ray Wise and his living son and their dog, that's easily the most fleshed out fucking character in the movie. Thankfully not literally fleshed out, they don't kill the dog. They hunt for the creeper. Ray Wise decides, hey, I'm just going to do mechanic shit and do welding and create a post-puncher, or post-pouncer puncher 500 thing. And it's going to shoot harpoons at this thing. Why? Movie. Fucking movie. So anyway, of course, the movie's so racist, the black guy gets killed like, I don't know, fifth. If you count the victims from the first one, well, actually, he probably got killed, like 50th. And the funniest thing, actually, about the first, or about, referencing the first movie, they have a radio play, and it basically is like this news report, and hey, they found this church fire where all, this stupid thing, the stupid part in horror movies where somebody does something really stupid, and the audience says, don't do that, this is it. However that fucking line went, I totally butchered it. Which is sad, because Gina Phillips, who still looks fan-fucking-tastic, by the way, for being 52. I don't think she's aged one goddamn bit since Jeepers Creepers. Good genetics on her. They should put her in more movies. Why the fuck not? She had a bit part in Jeepers Creepers 3. By the way, in case you wonder why I'm reviewing this, 1, it's Horror Movie Month. 2, I'm going to retro review Jeepers Creepers 3. Well, that actually really wouldn't count as a retro review, because that only came out 5 years ago. And then Jeepers Creepers Reborn, which thankfully doesn't have Victor fucking Salva in it. Involved in, well, any little bit. The problem is this movie ran out of steam very, very quickly. The black coach gets killed. The bus driver, Betty, she gets killed, so it's not a magical school bus anymore. And after more dreams, she says, I bet a dead boy told this to me, Minxie says. So, her one guy, Scotty, who's very, very homophobic and racist for no reason, a couple black guys, 1D, and I forget who the other one is. Not 1D like the Usos move, or not 1D like the group that I believe Harry Styles is in. Back when Harry Styles actually had talented people around him. Was he in One Direction? Please, answers in the comments. I know he can't sing or act. Don't worry, darling, prove that. So anyway, everybody just sticks together, and then the creeper sheds its skin, and then it kicked the habit, and I just butchered those lyrics. And basically it decides, hey, I'm just going to throw my wing down there and encompass somebody, kill him. It's like a shower curtain. The budget for this must have been significantly less than the first one. Either that or they put too many tight shots on the fact that some of the makeup effects aren't bad. And then they show it like, ooh, God, this is a fucking shower curtain that's killing him. And the guy loses his head, time to bang your head. Actually, the creeper got a pull through its head and decides to rip that part off and then kills one guy, tears his head off, and puts his head on there because it takes the parts of people it likes. Like when it took Derry's eyes. Oh, where did you get those eyes? Ha ha ha. Only deep cut MST3K fans will even fucking get that. So it starts picking them off one by one when everybody runs out of the bus, except for a few people. And then this knife that the creeper dropped earlier that Taggart is going to use for one of his spears, he has another one that he gets Scotty with, and they can't get him away before Scotty gets carried away. Scotty was an idiot, though, so it's really no big loss. Scotty doesn't know that everybody hates him, and nobody misses him from the rest of the movie. And then Jack basically targets it, hits it with a spear, it drags the truck. He manages to hit it with another spear after that spear gets sent back through. The creeper's damaged, but he keeps hitting it, and then it's doing this, and God, the special effects look really bad. Even for 2003, those looked really goddamn bad. And manages to get it in the field. This thing is totally just ripped limb from limb, literally, because it tries one too many times to get it at a few people that it wants in a truck, and it gets its wings severed off, going through a windshield, a couple legs. It has like one arm. It's choking out this one guy. It's choking out the 1D. And the Usos have retained the tag team championships. Again, non-wrestling fans have no idea what I'm talking about. Taggart manages to spear it through the head, and keep stabbing it. It does not look like stabbing at all. God, that's going to become a goddamn gif if I was popular enough for anybody to gift that goddamn thing. And what ends up happening is the thing absorbs into the earth, but maybe he killed it, maybe he didn't. Then, 23 years later, seemingly fashion has not changed in 23 years, by the way. Everybody still looks like they're from the early 2000s, like they were just off of the set of the OC. Remember the OC? I wish I didn't. It was shit. People show up on the Taggart farm and they pay a few bucks to witness this creature. So it's supposed to be in... if the first one was set in 2001, let's just say. So this one's set in 2024. Which means then by proxy, the third one... No, actually, yeah, this would be 2024, so which, if the third one continues right after this one, then that means that one was set in 2024 as well. Which means this one, the upcoming one, Reborn, will be set in 2047. I don't think they thought this through for continuity very well. They're going to have to make this all space age, and oh god, they're going to put the creeper in space, aren't they? Oh, Jesus Christ. Jeepers Creepers 5, Creeper in Space. So yeah, Taggart's just waiting. Oh, another few days. Give or take a day. And the Creeper's just hanging up there like, ah. Jeepers Creepers 2, ladies and gentlemen. Dog shit. Dog shit. Few good ideas. Dog shit. Fuck you, Victor Salva. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to watch the third one, which is directed by Victor Salva. Eventually. I've got a lot of work going on. Apologies, by the way, in case you get delayed reviews. I'm doing what I can. Agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rentlin. I'll see you soon.